everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll solve some questions of a halogen family, group number 17. So first question is, fluorine does not show any positive oxidation state. Why? First question is, fluorine does not show any positive oxidation state. As we know, fluorine is the most electronegative atom. It has high negative large gain enthalpy, and due to small size, and it also does not possess vacant d orbitals. So fluorine is an anomalous element of group number 17. So you may give the answer. Fluorine does not have any vacant d orbital, so it is unable to excite its oxidation state. It has only one option to attract one electron to become stable to achieve noble gas configuration, and being small in size also, so it has high electronegative nature, high electron gain enthalpy negative, and does not possess any vacant d orbitals. That's why fluorine always show -1 oxidation state, no positive oxidation state for a fluorine. Rest of the element can show positive oxidations, like chlorine, bromine, iodine show positive oxidation state, but fluorine does not show. That is the anomalous behavior of a fluorine. There is another question, why fluorine is anomalous element of group number 17. So second question is, draw the structure of a BRF3. It is the most important, most repeated question of a class 12th. Draw the structure of BRF3. As we know, bromine contains 7 electrons in valence shell. So 3 electrons are shared with 3 fluorines and 2 lone pairs. So we need 5 hybrid orbitals. So hybridization is sp3d. Expected geometry must be bipyramidal triangular, but due to presence of 2 lone pair, its actual shape is T shape. So BRF3 is a T-shaped molecule, and 2 lone pairs are present at 2 corners of equatorial triangle to minimize the repulsion between bond pair and a lone pair. Most repeated question of a class 12th chemistry. So question number 3 is, why is ICl more reactive than I2? Why ICl is more reactive than I2? Another question may be, why interhalogen compounds are more reactive than halogens? What is this ICl? This is an interhalogen compound of halogens with the halogen. So interhalogen compounds are more reactive than corresponding halogens. There is a reason. Answer is in interhalogen compounds there is a charge distribution due to difference in the electronegativity. Chlorine is more electronegative, so it slightly attracts the bond pair towards itself, but I2 is a non-polar molecule. There is no charge distribution resulting into strong bond, but this bond is now polar as well as weak. So ICl is more reactive. Why? Due to less bond dissociation energy. And why less bond dissociation energy? Due to charge distribution, due to polar nature. But halogens, they are non-polar. There is no charge distribution because of same atoms are present there. So interhalogen compounds are more reactive than corresponding halogens. Actual question is this, and this is the example. ICl is more reactive than I2. So answer, due to less bond dissociation energy of ICl bond, the bond breaks easily. That's why it is more reactive. So next question is two poisonous gases of chlorine. Name two poisonous gases of chlorine. So answer is phosgene and tear gas. Phosgene is its formula is COCl2, and tear gas is CCl3NO2. CCl3NO2. It is commonly known as CCl3NO2 is known as chloropicrin. You can give its IUPAC name also, trichloronitromethane, or simply nitrotrichloromethane. Its common name is chloropicrin, and basically we know it as a tear gas. Recently you have seen in news, tear gas is used by police over farmers. So tear gas causes irritation to the eyes, nose and throat. Same manner in phosgene cause irritation and cause respiratory problems. This phosphine gas is also concerned with the Bhopal gas tragedy in 1984. In organic chemistry we will understand the reactions of phosgene also. So these are the two poisonous gases, tear gas and phosgene. The tear gas is chloropicrin and phosgene is COCl2. It causes respiratory problems. It causes irritations to the eyes, nose and throat. So next question is bond energy of fluorine is lower than that of chlorine. Bond energy of fluorine is lower than that of chlorine. So answer is due to smaller size of fluorine and high electronegativity of fluorine, there is a more repulsion between these. There is a more repulsion between bond pair and a lone pair. And fluorine is small in size, so it acts as a point charge. Point charge means high charge density on a small atom. So to minimize the repulsion, its bond length is higher. But if we compare with chlorine, chlorine is a large size atom than fluorine, and again its electronegativity is lower than that of fluorine, so there is a less repulsion, so its bond length is higher than that of fluorine. Chlorine bond length is lower, there is a less repulsion, but bond length of fluorine bond is higher due to increased repulsion between lone pair and bond pair. And why this is happening? Due to small size and high electronegativity of fluorine. That's why bond dissociation energy of fluorine is lower than that of chlorine. If we compare the bond dissociation energy of halogens, we have four halogens: fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. If we compare the bond dissociation energy, the bond dissociation energy is highest for chlorine. Actually, fluorine experiences a lot of repulsion, and that results into the bond dissociation energy lower than that of even bromine. That is the important question for CBSE reasoning question. Why bond dissociation energy of fluorine is lower than that of chlorine, and explain the bond dissociation energy of group number 17. Due to increased repulsion of fluorine, that it comes after bromine. The least bond dissociation energy of iodine, due to large size and least electronegativity and minimum repulsion. So next question is HF is a weaker bond than HI. Sorry, HF is a weaker acid than HI, means it will not give hydrogen easily. Why? Due to high electronegativity of fluorine. Due to high electronegativity of fluorine, it will hold hydrogen more strongly and it will not release hydrogen easily. So this is a strong bond, it will not dissociate to give hydrogen easily, but due to less electronegativity of iodine, it is unable to hold hydrogen more strongly. And another reason you may give, iodine is a large size anion, so large size anion must be stabilized by large size cation, but hydrogen is a small size cation. So that's why HF is a weaker acid than HI. If we compare the acidic nature of hydrides of group number 17, these are the hydrides of group number 17: HF, HCl, HBr, and HI. Due to large size of iodine and less electronegativity of iodine, HI bond is the weakest bond. It will give hydrogen easily. It has less bond dissociation energy. So that's why acidic nature increases, reducing nature also increasing, reducing nature which give hydrogen easily. So HI is a strongest reducing agent as well as strong acid among the hydrides of group number 17. But if we have to compare the bond dissociation energy and stability, thermal stability, stability and bond dissociation energy decreases. HF is a more stable, it has high bond dissociation energy and it is a strong base, but HI is a stronger acid. Next question is Why HF is stored in wax coated bottles? Why HF is stored in wax coated bottles? Actually, HF is a corrosive and it corrodes the glass. That's why glass is covered with wax to prevent the reaction of HF with glass. So due to high corrosive nature of HF, bottle is covered with wax. We have coated with wax to prevent the reaction of HF with glass. In glass, compounds of silicon are there, so it will react with the silicon to form silicate compounds. That's why glass is coated with the wax. Next question is, what will happen if concentrated sodium hydroxide reacts with chlorine? It is important reaction for class 12 CBSE paper. So there will be lovebird, NaCl will form. So first product is sodium chloride and this is sodium chlorate. So what will happen? You will give answer sodium chlorate will form by the reaction of chlorine with the concentrated nitric acid. We can balance it. So this is a balanced reaction of chlorine with the concentrated sodium hydroxide. It is a strong base. And last question for halogen family is electron gain enthalpy of halogens are highly negative. Why electron gain enthalpy of halogens are highly negative? So answer is due to high effective nuclear charge. Due to high effective nuclear charge, and second reason is halogens are the smallest element present in every period. Halogen is the smallest atom present in every period. So due to small size, and high effective nuclear charge, they can take one electron to achieve a noble gas configuration. That's why their electron gain enthalpy is highly negative. They have only one option to gain one electron, and they can gain one electron easily due to small size and high effective nuclear charge. So these are the 11 important questions for a CBSE examination. In next video, we will do the questions of noble gases. Thanks for watching.